Hey guitar friends, welcome to All About Guitar Academy. Today we're going to have some fun because we're going to do a double drop D tuning. I'm going to explain how that works, and then we're going to dive into Gold Dust Woman by Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks, what an awesome singer, sings this song amazing, and Lindsey Buckingham on guitar. I'm not going to do it exactly like they do it. I'm going to do it the easy beginner way. So grab your guitar. I'm going to show you how to do double D tuning, and we're going to jump right in. Hey guitar friend, before we start the lesson, I want to make sure you know about my website, allaboutguitaracademy.com, where you can get your free Fast Track Guitar ebook, learn how to play the guitar in as little as 6 weeks or less. Get the course that goes with it though, because that's going to give you everything you need to learn guitar and then go beyond to the next level. It's called Fast Track Guitar. I can't wait to see you there. Now let's jump back into the lesson. Hey guitar friends, welcome back. So what is double drop D tuning anyway? Well, if you know how to do drop D tuning, all you've got to do to make it double drop D is tune your high E string down to D as well. So I'll show you what I mean. I've already tuned my guitar down, but what you want to do is tune your low E string, string 6, down to D. Should sound like that. And a good way to know that you're in D on your E string is play this D note up here on fret number 5 of string number 5, and then play it with your open E string, string 6. They should sound the same or real similar. This one's an octave above the other, but you can hear the similarity. Okay, then you're going to tune your high E string, string number 1. You're also going to bring that down to D. Should sound like that. See how those match? All right, and then a good way to check that string is just play a D5 power chord. I'll put it up here. We use this chord a lot in rock and roll, but we're going to play it a little different because we're going to be playing all the strings as we play the D5 instead of just a few of them. Isn't that cool how it adds that extra oomph to it, you know? So you can play all the strings open on this D5 chord when you're in double drop D. Lots of songs, you'd be surprised, use this tuning, and I'm going to have a video coming out about it soon, like Blackwater with Doobie Brothers, but there's so many more. But they do that on Gold Dust Woman, and I'm going to show you the easy way, so let's jump right in. So practice this D5 power chord. You're going to need it in the song. Okay? And I'm going to show you some other cool things that you can do with this tuning on this song as well. But this is the way that I started out playing Gold Dust Woman, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay. Here's my amp settings. I'm using a Black Star Practice amp. Very easy little amp to use. I highly recommend one if you don't have it. Check the description and you can get yourself one. But that's my settings, and I'm playing this on my Fender Stratocaster. So what I just did to begin the song, we're playing that D5 power chord. But before we hit the D5 power chord, I'm playing the low strings, my string 4, 5, and 6, like that. And then I'm hitting the D5 power chord. So it's like that. And then I'm taking finger number 2, my middle finger, and I'm going to put that right here on fret number 3 of string number 3. So it looks like this, and it sounds like this. Okay? So we're going from a D5 to this chord right here. And then I'm just gently sweeping my pick up from the high strings to the low strings. And I'm doing that down here on this low bridge pickup. You don't want to hit it hard when you do that. Just bring it up soft. So let's do that again. D5. Okay, and you can do this effect as often as you like. Lindsay does it a few times in the song, but I have a feeling once you start learning how to do it, you're probably going to do it a lot, like I do sometimes. But anyway, back to the song. So, and then we go into the verse, and during the verse, we got a chord change there where we go to a G chord change, but we're going to play it different than you normally do because we're tuned down to D here. So the G note is actually going to be up here. So what we're going to do is play that G chord really simply with one finger. I'm going to put that over string 6 and 5, and I'm going to then play my higher strings 1, 2, and 3, after I hit this string on the 5th fret of string 6 and 5. So I'll demonstrate. Just like that. It's in the key of G, but we're playing it in drop D. So we're playing it up here on fret number 5. And that might take a little practice beginning on guitar, especially if you're doing this on an acoustic guitar. It can be a little challenging. You can use finger 2 and 3 to play those 2 notes if you want to, like that, on fret number 5 of strings 6 and 5. But let me start at the beginning again. Verse. Okay, after that, we're going to go to a C add 9. Now, some people play it in C. That might be the right way to do it. I like to play it in C add 9. It looks like this. Okay, and we're just playing strings 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to go back to that G chord. So I'll show you again. Now we're going to go to the G, C add 9, back to the G. So back to that G chord, C add 9, back to G. I like to do that, little hammer on and pull off. And I'm on fret number 3 of string 6. Then I go back to the D5. All right, and that's basically how the intro to the song goes, and there's a lot of different variations that Lindsay does on this G chord, and I'm not going to get into all that. And he does a lot of other cool stuff because the type of guitar he's using when he plays this live, it's like an acoustic electric, and he makes it sound awesome. And depending on who he has back, if he has somebody backing him up or not, he might be playing a slide guitar with it as well. Such an awesome musician, but we're going to keep this beginner friendly. Let's start it from the beginning again. Verse. Okay, now let's go to the chorus part. On the chorus, we're going to be going down to a B flat here. It's on string 5, fret number 1. And the reason I like to use my C add 9 in here instead of a C major is because it's easy to go down to this B flat from my C add 9 and keep my third finger right here on that note on string number 2, fret number 3. So I'll demonstrate that. So from a C add 9, I can go down here to B flat. Now I'm going to walk up. I'm going to go up a half of a step with my first finger, keeping this finger right here. And then I'm going to go to a C add 9. And then to the D5. So let's do that again. Just like that. Do that again. And again, we can do a little hammer-on pull-off. Fun song to play, it really is. And then towards the end of the song, there's so many cool little things you can do to noodle around your guitar when you're in this kind of tuning. So for example, and that's the bass line to the song. Towards the end, you'll hear that a lot. But you can do it on your guitar too, and it's cool to play like that if you're, on stage by yourself, like a coffee shop or something like that. So all I'm doing here is I've got finger number 2, and I've got it on string number 4, fret number 3. Now I'm going to string number 5, do the same thing. Now I'm going to do that hammer on pull off on string 6. So it's do that one more time. Just a cool little thing to play around with. You don't have to do it that way. And then there's other parts you can add in there, hammer-ons and pull-offs. And all I'm doing right there is I'm using finger number 2 again. So it's string 5, 4, back to 5, and then pull off on string 6, back to D5. So I'll demonstrate again. And you go back to string number 4 as well. So I'll do that again really slow. The open string 4. And that takes a little bit of practice, but once you start messing around with this double drop D tuning, and you can do these cool little hammer-ons and pull-offs. It's just a lot of fun. So I could do that all day long. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Leave in the comments if you did figure the song out, or if you have any other ways that you like to play it. And I'll see you in the next video.